Let's run this back, shall we? Because I have so much catching up to do. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chloe Keys. I'm 26 years of age and I have just had life-changing surgery 5 weeks ago. And what you're about to watch, and hopefully in the coming weeks and months, is watch me in real time rebuild my life after losing it for so many years due to multiple health conditions. And when I've been in recovery for the past couple of weeks, I just cannot ignore this feeling that I have. I must use what I've been through to be a force for good and to help others. So unfortunately, health conditions and I go literally hand in hand. We're like two peas in a pod. I am a doctor's worst nightmare. I was literally raised with incurable acne. I had celiac disease, which I still obviously have now because it's an incurable autoimmune condition. And then most recently, the best way to put it is I've been a passenger in the vehicle of women's health. And if you know anyone or you yourself suffer from a women's health condition, especially in the UK, you will know that trying to navigate the NHS and advocate for yourself to get treatment, waiting list times, is like a prison life sentence. That's the best way I can describe it. I can finally say that after 5 years, I took it upon myself to get surgery that I need to be able to function. Because, let me just put this bluntly, when I'm on my period, or when I was on my period, I was housebound, but I can go into that in a separate video if anyone is interested, because I know myself. Women's health, unfortunately, is one of the most underfunded, under-researched, and most overlooked health conditions. And that's fact. And my whole mantra is let's stop whispering about women's health, because I'm sick to the back teeth of having to advocate for yourself, having to fight off cancelled appointments at last minute. In a nutshell, everything starts with this video now. I want to take you all on this journey with me, because if you do suffer from any chronic health condition, whether it be women's health or not, this channel will be the place to be. What you see is just someone who's been through a lot and wants to make a difference and make those feel seen and heard in online spaces. Today has been the first day where I've not woken up and sweated my entire bodily fluids out of my body. Thank God it's a bit cloudy today and overcast. Recovering from major surgery in the middle of summer, in the middle of heat waves, is not for the faint-hearted. So I've been literally living in like baggy shorts. These are my mom's that she literally has had since she was probably like in her 20s. Nice little halter neck. My stomach used to be so distended due to my large fibroids. Now it's still distended because I've just had major surgery on it, so that's fun. So I think my plan is, it's a Sunday, so essentially because of my recovery, I've not been able to kind of venture too far. It's so frustrating because I used to be so active, like doing exercise, but I'm not allowed to exercise for like 3 months. Also, walks are still hurting. I can feel the incision like screaming at me if I walk too far. As well, I've got some really lovely meals that I want to show, lunch and dinner. I am such a healthy eater through and through. Like literally since birth, I've been raised on vegetables, fruit, and just like a whole foods diet. And obviously because of my various health conditions, my celiac disease anyway means I have to be much more aware of what I put into my body. But like having acne from a very young age, I got my first spot age 10. Why did I know what the paleo diet was, and why did I go dairy free at literally 12? Because of my skin. Like I had too much access to Google. I've been scrolling on TikTok way too long, and before I know it, it's literally 1 p.m. and I am starving. So you join me sat on top of my air fryer because I really have nailed this summer heat wave lunch that makes you feel just nice and nourished. It's a lentil and sardine salad bowl. It doesn't sound like much, but it's got cucumber in it, grated carrot, salt, pepper, obviously the sardines, rocket, spring greens, which by the way, roasted in the air fryer with some oil and salt. It tastes really good. So this is where I keep all of my tins, pulses, spices, herbs, stock. These sardines in spring water I got from Tesco for literally like 70p. I am obsessed. I don't know what brand they are or whether they're like an own brand, but if you're looking for a cheap alternative to those fancy sardines, which are obviously 10/10, these are the next best thing. I am also an Aldi girl through and through. So these are just Aldi's lentils and water that I'll just rinse, drain, and they're basically good to go. Super high in protein, 1 of your 5 a day, and really, really good source of fiber. So you join me down in my fridge because we have one of these like half fridges, kind of annoying, but it just does the job. And I'm going to be reaching for my rocket. this carrot that I've been using all week and just peeling, so I get like those carrot ribbons, which is such a good way to, I think I read somewhere that it's really good for those who suffer from high estrogen, and boy do I. The spring greens I was talking about, it's not quite like kale, it's almost kind of like cabbage like, but once roasted in the air fryer with some salt and oil, like you literally wouldn't even taste the difference. So here is the finished result. My lentil, sardines, and kind of greens carrot salad. I topped it with olive oil, salt, pepper, rosemary, garlic. And genuinely, it may not look like that appetizing, but one thing about me is I don't make aesthetic meals. I just prefer things just raw and rugged, to be honest with you. But the one thing that saves it is my gorgeous evil eye bowl that I got from TK Maxx and HomeSense a couple weeks ago. This is my hormone-friendly, PCOS-friendly, wellness girl summer lentil salad. Reporting live from the bedroom floor. Like 3 weeks ago, I decided to treat myself, and ever since, they've been on the floor. I have tried them on, to be fair to myself, but I've not worn any of them yet. Partly because I can't really wear too many normal clothes because things just aren't sitting right on the stomach. 2 clothing brands. One of them is kind of predictable basic, which is Cotton On. And don't get me wrong, I love Cotton On. They're really, I think, reasonably priced for the quality of their basics. And they're Australian originated, and we all know that Australian fashion brands just hit different. The second one is Dunnes Stores. Now, if you're a mainland UK girl, you will probably not appreciate or understand the lore behind Dunnes Stores. Now, Dunnes Stores is a Ireland / Northern Ireland clothing and department, convenience, home, food store. I think for any of the American viewers out there, the equivalent would be like a Target, because you can literally go into your food shop, but also rebuild your entire wardrobe in this one shop. Now, I didn't realize that I could order Dunnes Stores clothes online, and I don't know what came over me. It was almost like, this is a little hack, if you ever get anything that comes into your brain, I truly believe that's like your subconscious, and it was always meant to be in my head to Google Dunnes Stores, because otherwise if I hadn't have acted on that thought, I wouldn't have gotten my lovely Dunnes Stores clothes, which are A, reasonably priced, and B, they have some really, really good stuff that I think not many people will be wearing / owning, because not many people probably know about Dunnes Stores if you're not in Ireland. So without further ado, I'm not going to try it on because I'm sorry guys, like I'm still new to all this. I just can't, simply can't. First of all, nice satiny but not satiny material, little jumpsuit playsuit with like a nice lace trim and like a halter neck tie. I just thought it doesn't look like much. Don't own anything like it. You can't go wrong with like a little black dress number. Cute little halter neck top in a rich plum color, and I don't have anything in my wardrobe that are in this color, so I just thought to myself, you know what, you can't go wrong for like literally £6. I think it was in the sale. Now, I don't remember ordering this, okay, so, but I think the vision was elevated brown top. I feel like everything just looks like shit in the camera, but trust the vision, trust what this will look like. Kind of cinches in, which is kind of the trend at the minute, isn't it? And then is this gorgeous midi blue flowy pixie fairy whimsical skirt. Now, I'm 5'3", and this comes up just above and just on my knees, so if you're ever worried about this being too long, take it from me, in an extra small, this will not be drowning you. Now, what everyone's been waiting for, the Dunnes Stores haul. So my legs are literally going dead. I have really struggled to wear and find comfy jeans. Like, I'm literally 26 years of age, and I've not been able to really master the art of buying a good pair of jeans. And we all know that a good pair of denim jeans are literally the epitome of a girl's wardrobe. Mid-rise boyfriend in like a light wash medium denim that are kind of cuffed up. They kind of sit just above the ankle, which is a style I'm really enjoying at the minute. Like, I'm loving showing a bit of ankle and a bit of like early leg. These are so well fitted, because normally jeans, this bit, the back bit, always like sticks out, but this cinches right into my back. You'll see a theme here. You'll see a cropped theme here. I had to get on the hype. And surprisingly, Dunnes Stores, whoever does the buying for Dunnes Stores, has their eyes and nose in a lot of different retailers, because it's very heavily inspired from like what's trending in kind of the normal shops, if you get what I mean. Definitely not sheer at all. Like, I could comfortably go out in this and not have my whole arse on show. Very nice, comfy, stretchy, has like a waistband here to kind of add like a little bit of another flare. And I just think, you know what? Fair play, Dons, fair play. This is its elevated cousin. I've never had anything like this in my life, apart from when I was 16 and I went to work experience to work in an office for a week. I think I had to go to New Look at the time and buy these types of material jeans. And these are coming back in style. 3/4 length, not quite capri, but 3/4 length. Trouser, comfy, stretchy. Again, very reasonably priced. I mean, everything's in euro. This was €15, and unfortunately, I'm not a currency exchange, so I can't figure out for the life of me what that actually means in pounds. And we're under kind of slightly more holiday summer energy. Now, I love green. However, I don't think I actually own anything green. I own one top that's green, maybe a couple. But tell me why this knitted beach cover up high neck dress with a huge slit up the huge slit up the side is like transforming my entire kind of like aura. I do think having dark hair and a tan against this type of green is really, really gorgeous. Anyways, I'm going to Spain at the end of August with my parents, so I just thought, you know, a bit of modesty around the pool and beach. Slightly a bit premature for autumn, but I want to get ahead of the curve, right? And I'm always on the lookout for jackets. Just something about a good jacket, I just think you just can't go wrong in any season. I got this really gorgeous denim bomber jacket. I got this in a medium because I like my jackets quite large and baggy, so I can wear like a hoodie or a jumper or something like thicker underneath, especially in the winter time. Lastly, the belts. Tell me why Dunnes Stores just gets it. Like, I feel like even Primark doesn't do this stuff. Like, this is so, so good. And again, how much was this? Like £10. And I just think to elevate like a little, you know, short moment, I just think this is so Vanessa Hudgens 2010 Coachella vibe. And I know everyone's got these belts, but I didn't, so now I do, and now I feel a part of the cool girl crowd. But I genuinely think I'll be wearing these for summers to come. I'm not one to only wear things when it's trendy. I genuinely think my style is evolving into that kind of like Vanessa Hudgens 2010 core anyway, so this just works. Similar energy, but like so unique. Like, I feel like I've not seen anyone wear this. And I've got a really, really nice pair of like Levi white denim shorts, which are fake, by the way, from Turkey. And this in the belt loops on holiday with a tan. I just think so unique, and it just elevates things to make it look like you have your shit together and you know your fashion more than I actually do. I know I will be so looking forward to wearing these pieces when I can, but for now, they'll just sit in a pile. Well, actually no, I was waiting to film this before I put it away, so now I have no excuse but to put these clothes away. Casa Amor tonight, although I've just seen that some Casa boy has like been kicked off because the casting team didn't do their checks properly, and apparently he's comes from like a scandal. Regardless, I will be tuning in. I might go for a walk because I'm not gonna lie guys, I haven't left the house today. I've made a couple of TikToks because I haven't been posting on TikTok for the past couple of weeks as I've been recovering, but as it's Fibroid Awareness Month in July, in literally a couple of days, I thought to myself, I had to come out of the woodwork for Fibroid Awareness Month and bang on the drum. I will love you and leave you for the meantime, and next time I'll see you, we'll probably be cooking dinner. So here is dinner. I'm sorry guys, it looks a bit shit and a bit dead, but hey, needs must when you're hungry and you can't be arsed, and it's a Sunday night and Casa Amor starts in T-1 hour and 7 minutes. This is really one of those meals where like, it doesn't look like much, but it hits all of your macros: protein, carbs, fat, potato, broccoli, cucumber, rocket, 2 chicken thighs with like garlic, salt, rosemary, pepper on it. I've also had to tie my hair up because it just has been so hot today. There's me thinking that today was going to be a cloudy day. The sun came out and I'm sweating. I think I'm just going to eat my dinner, find a YouTube video to watch, because like everyone else on this planet, I'm incapable of eating a meal without watching something. It's a Sunday, so it's always a good YouTube day. Reporting live from my sofa because it's Love Island in 10 minutes, so just thought I would pick up my camera and sign off for my first ever YouTube vlog. Guys, it's been so nice to just have someone to talk to. Normally Sundays, if I'm home alone, do I even utter a word out loud? It's just been so nice to kind of have a bit of a focus to my day, because as I said, I've been in recovery from surgery for the past couple of weeks, and it's been a very lonely time. And I really hope that if you yourself are going through a hard time at the minute, recovery, whatever it may be, that you find some entertainment or some amusement from watching me potter around. Just really excited, and I really am open to any video suggestions. I plan on making a lot of content. Obviously, I love my vlogs. The vlogs will always be a staple, but I plan on doing like sit down videos because I have a lot to say about the state of women's health. I have a lot to say about fibroids. I also want to make a video on my surgery experience, just so this channel becomes a really safe space for those women, whoever you are, suffering from chronic health conditions, women's health conditions. I just want to make sure there's a space online that feels relatable, realistic, and just really safe. As much as I love consuming influencer content and kind of those very attractive lifestyles, that's not the reality for a lot of people. I think there is room for some normality on social media platforms, and I hope to bring that to you all. Anyways, enough of that. Casa More is literally starting. So I will love you and leave you, and take care.